Hi, this is Jeff Kamke, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Back in middle school and high school, like many kids, I struggled with acne. And my acne was a little bit more severe than the average acne. It was something they called cystic acne. And cystic acne was where cysts would actually form on my face and my upper body and would sometimes stay for many months or years at a time. The dermatologist had me on the regimen of antibiotics and then ultimately Accutane, which is kind of the top drug for acne, and really didn't see any results throughout that whole time frame. And by the time I was about to graduate high school in 2004, I was starting to become a little worried about what was going to happen. Do I have to live with this the rest of my life? Do I have to have this low self-esteem and be embarrassed to go out in public with looking the way that I do? Because it wasn't fun going through school with that. So I was looking for solutions, and on TV infomercial, there was a book that came across there back in 2004. Some of you may have seen it, and it's this book right here, Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About, written by Kevin Trudeau. And if you're like me, a lot of the things that are on the infomercial are a little cheesy. You think maybe they're a scam. So I wasn't quite sure what to think about the book, but there was something he said in one of those infomercials that really resonated with me deep down. He said, "You don't have a headache because you have an aspirin deficiency." And I thought, you know what, maybe there's something that's causing my acne. The dermatologist told me there was nothing in my diet, nothing in my lifestyle. It must have been bad luck or bad genes or something that was giving me this problem. I didn't really understand why I had it, and neither did they. So I got the book for Christmas that year, and I never liked reading books, but I read this book in like 2 or 3 days. I just flew through it. It was amazing information, opened my eyes to a whole other world of beliefs and possibilities and potential healing of literally all kinds of disease processes and illnesses. So I was very intrigued to try some of these things. So ultimately I implemented a whole body and colon cleanse after a couple months. And within a couple weeks of on that cleanse, the acne was just completely gone. Completely gone. Couldn't believe it. And not only was the acne gone, so were my allergies. I could breathe much deeper. I think I had more focus and energy at that time. It was just amazing because the drugs that I was on had side effects, but this cleanse had positive side effects. I was getting more results than was promised. It was unbelievable. So this really sparked a passion for me deep down to spread this kind of information and learn more obviously about it. What alternative health, natural health, holistic health had to offer. So the next several years I started really immersing myself and learning from a lot of the doctors and experts out there on alternative health and developed this really enormous passion to help other people and spread this almost unknown world that can help a lot of people with a lot of problems. So it came down to where I had a lawn and landscape business and I didn't really know how to make the transition. But I'd been following Kevin Trudeau since this Natural Cures book, and he had put out in 2009 a CD package called Your Wish Is Your Command. And I got that and was open my mind again to this whole other world that was out there of potential, how to use your mind to create and manifest things and really have the life that you want. So I joined his success club called Global Information Network at the end of 2009 and learned a lot more training beyond that on personal development, alternative health, law of attraction, all kinds of great stuff. Met a lot of great people. Some of the best people I've ever met have come out of that organization. And I was exposed to and really learned more about how stress and emotions impact our health. And I didn't really resonate too much with going to naturopathic school or chiropractic school. I didn't really want to go to school and commit to 8 years and go in debt a couple $100,000. I wanted to be able to help a lot of people, but I didn't want to have to do it that way. So when I learned that stress and emotions played a huge role, I also learned about a few techniques that you could learn that help with that. So in 2010, I went to school and learned about thought field therapy, which is an energy psychology technique developed by psychologist Dr. Roger Callahan. And it's tapping on the body on the different acupressure meridian points. And it helps with relieving emotional stresses and mental blockages and phobias, and a lot of different things that go with the mind. When I learned this, though, I felt like it was still a little bit limited. It's a great technique, delivers amazing results, but I still was looking for something more. Deep inside, innately, I knew I was still missing something, and there was still something else out there that I was trying to find subconsciously. So as I was a part of the Global Information Network and went to many seminars and learned a lot of things, I was exposed to Morter Health System and Dr. Morter, Dr. Ted Morter, and Dr. Tom Morter. And their system of health, they use the technique of bioenergetic synchronization technique. And in 2011, I was at a seminar in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I saw Dr. Ted on stage, and what he did to a lady's shoulder in a matter of a minute to fix a shoulder problem that she'd had for 2 years was just mind-blowing. And the minute that I saw it, I knew deep down that's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly what I wanted to be able to learn to do, to be able to help people on all areas of their life, not just their health, but work on their success, their ability to use the law of attraction, create more money in their life, have more fulfilling relationships. I could do it all with this one technique. It was amazing. So right after that, I joined Morter Health System and have been a B.E.S.T practitioner for 3 years now, since 2011. And I love working with people, and I've been expanded to this whole other world out there of not only the alternative health, but how to use your mind, how to get rid of the obstacles that are hanging you up so that you're struggling, frustrated in your life. How can you get rid of that stuff? How can you move beyond that? How can you start creating a financial abundance in your life? How can you start having the relationships, love life, personal relationships, your friends and family, and even at work? Have people around you that you love being with. That's what I've learned, and that's what I share as a practitioner now, help people get to that level. I love what I do. I think we all have a soul purpose that we're here for, and I think it's goes hand in hand with this work to be able to help people get rid of the junk that's in their head and be able to help them move beyond those things and really create the life that they want to fulfill their mission in this life or fulfill their purpose and impact other people in the way that they feel they need to be there for. So thank you for watching. I look forward to connecting more with you soon.